Do a pre-sale on the P365 outside the waistband. I pay in advance. Yeah, David, that's a great question. I know you would. A lot of people would pay in advance. I understand that, but right now we have a next day shipping, and so we do that. It's gonna confuse people. Then they're gonna be like, "Well, I thought that everything shipped out next day." And I get it. Look, it's a pre-order. I get that, but at the end of the day, it makes our website confusing, and we don't want to take your money, man, and then you have to sit there and wait. We don't want to do that. You're gonna start picking up the phone. You're gonna start emailing us. You're gonna be worried, like, what happened? Did my order go through? When is it gonna ship? And so we just decided to just say, you know what? Let's not take their money. Let's just hold back. Let's produce these, because it's real easy. Another company could say, well, let's pre-order. Let's do a pre-order so that we can get that money and we can pay for the mold, or we can pay for the shells, or we can pay for, your cost of goods. We can pay for the labor. We don't do that, guys. We have our cash flow, and we pay for it all up front, and then we release it to you guys. A lot of companies do that so that they can have cash flow, so that they can go out there and make these molds and all that. We're not going to do that. A lot of companies, they'll take that cash flow just to pay their employees to make these. And so we're not going to do that. We're just going to pay for it up front. We don't want to burden you guys. We don't want to take your money until the product is ready to ship. And so that's what we do, guys. Good question, man. But yeah, that's it. Israel, thanks, man. Yeah, man. Thank you. How come you don't set up at gun shows? Cal, man, we did that before, and it just doesn't work out. There's just not enough revenue at the gun shows for us to go out there and try to sell our products. It just doesn't work for us to pay 2 or 3 people out there. Some people can do it because it's them and they take their kids with them, or they take a cousin that has nothing to do that weekend. So that's cool. But when you have to pay employees to go out there, and you have to give them a good wage, or you have to pay them overtime because they already worked their 40 hours and now they have to go on the weekend, you have to give them $100 each, and you have to sell holsters, you can make a little bit of money, but just for the time and the effort, it doesn't really add up. We get a lot of people to our website, and we're just so busy trying to get those orders out. We don't have time to, take 50 holsters out and set up at a gun show and, try to sell. It just doesn't work out, just the way that we make them. We make them so fast, and it just doesn't work. They're great for garage companies, or companies that are smaller. Yes, it can definitely work out, because if that gives you an extra, 15 holsters a day, or you sold 30 holsters that weekend, then that's great. That's awesome. 30 holsters on somebody that sells 20 online, you can see where that makes a lot of difference. 30 holsters for us, after we pay our employees and the efforts that we have to go out there and be there for 2 days, it just doesn't work out for us. It really doesn't. It just doesn't add up. And so it is what it is. We'd rather sell them to somebody, a retailer that'll go out there and try to sell them at a gun at a gun show. But I mean, why isn't that retailers don't go out to gun shows? A lot of them don't, because they already get the foot traffic at their store. It just doesn't make any sense to go out there and just spend all that time and effort to go out there and do that. Although there are a lot of good leads out there at gun shows. A lot of people go out. There's a lot of money spent there. So, but right now it just doesn't make any sense.